Welcome back to Straight Talk. I'm Dan Haggerty, and welcome again to my guest, U.S. Attorney Billy Williams. Sir, let's start this segment by discussing marijuana. Legal in Oregon, illegal according to the federal government. It seems like an interesting place for you to sit.
It is. So we now have, I think with Illinois recently legalizing recreational marijuana, we've got 11 states where recreational marijuana is legalized, and 33 or 34 states where medicinal marijuana has been legalized. So it's it is interesting in terms of under the Sessions memo, it was left to each U.S. attorney to determine how they were going to manage the issues in their districts. And so in response to that, that's why within a month's time of that memo coming out, I convened a summit. We had roughly 130 or 40 people there, and included people from the marijuana industry, from public health, public safety, at all levels, federal, state, local, and tribal. We had tribal folks present there. We had a representative from the banking industry, and the purpose of that summit was for me to listen and for people to give presentations, ask questions, so that we could then develop what our priorities would be under the Sessions memo, and that's what we did.
Do people look at you as a leader among the other states? Because Oregon is so unique in the fact that we produce so much marijuana. I mean, right now there's that surplus of 1 million excess pounds, and it really opens up the problems of black market trafficking of drugs again, which is strange to imagine in a state where it's legal. One of the biggest problems is illegal marijuana.
Right. Well, we know that there's an overproduction issue, roughly, I think, 6.5 years worth of marijuana that's an overproduction amount.
And just to kind of summarize it to people, what typically would cost about $300 a pound here sells for about $3,000 a pound in states where it's illegal, which is a huge incentive for people to try and take it out of Oregon and get it to Idaho, for instance, and sell it there.
Right. Well, we know Oregon marijuana has shown up in criminal cases in the last figure from last summer was 37 states. I'm guessing it's probably showed up in all states from the reports that we've seen. So we know marijuana is being exported. We also know it's being exported from other states producing it. Colorado, California has a huge overproduction and diversion problem as well. It's going to other states. So it is an issue because, while I can't go into any details of our ongoing investigations, I can tell you our investigations include those who are purely in the black market, and there are those who are licensed in the state of Oregon. So that undercuts the efforts of those who have gone through the licensing process. It's very expensive. They pay taxes on it. And I've heard from people who've started their business with their life savings, and they've lost it in part, they believe, because of the black market. So it's a weakly regulated industry. It's underfunded in the state of Oregon. They don't have the OLCC, the part that is regulating marijuana. They're understaffed. Everybody knows it. And I will say this, since our summit, there have been efforts by the state to address that, and I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. But it's an ongoing issue, and really what's going on in the states where it has been legalized is highlighting the fact that it's like this Pandora's box that's been opened, right? And it's been opened in weakly regulated markets, weakly regulated states, because those regulations came after legalization. So they're sort of behind, if you will. And then the other fact is, I want to highlight a statement made by the medical societies of
about 30 seconds left.
4 states, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, and Connecticut, earlier this year. coming out against the legalization of marijuana because of the public health consequences of it, which is significant.
I wish we had a lot more time to discuss this. I feel like we're just skimming the surface, but thank you so much to U.S. Attorney Billy Williams. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to the people here who watch Straight Talk. We appreciate it, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.